The last few months have been rather disappointing for MMOs, new releases and test phases alike, but November looks to be a little different and brings a little excitement to the genre. November features 6 playable MMOs on PC, one being cross-platform with console for fans of console MMOs. And most importantly, I will be streaming over on Twitch at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you should come and join me if you're interested in new MMOs. Otherwise, if you enjoy staying up to date with what's releasing and more specifically this series, make sure to like the video, leave a comment telling me what MMO you're most looking forward to, subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell notification. Oh, and make sure to check out the last episode in this series at the end of this video in case you missed an MMO last month. Trust me, with how little marketing a lot of these games do, you're gonna wanna make sure you don't miss any. Now, let's jump right in and see if we can't find something for you to waste the next month in. Fractured Online has seen their fair share of drama over the last year, with Gamigo investing into the studio, taking over publishing and distribution globally, a release into early access on Steam, then Gamigo pulling out, Fractured being forced out of early access on Steam and sent back into testing. But it all seems worth it, as after years of hard work, Fractured Online is relaunching onto Steam in early access on November 8th. According to the team, they've had to rebuild a large chunk of their backend, opt to self-publish in light of their parting ways with Gamigo, while working on finishing what they were working on originally with reportedly half the team size and no budget left, confirming they've been working unpaid for months. It's sad to see progress slow down significantly, and the future of the game is definitely uncertain at this point, given its premium price tag, but I wish them all the best. Tarisland has been hit and miss with testers so far. On the one hand, some people are praising its WoW-like art style, the encounters, classes, and races, while others are claiming it's far too mobile and targeted towards that specific demographic to really enjoy. Regardless of which side of the spectrum you end up on, there's no denying that it has a potential to be a big hit this year, and the devs are making a lot of improvements to the game in an attempt to appease some of the discourse amongst the community in anticipation of their next major test phase, which coincidentally is set for November. November features the largest closed beta test to date, with changes to the loot, groupings, stats, content, abilities, and more. Participating in the beta is still completely RNG, and it's unlikely you'll be able to play it. Nevertheless, you can apply and potentially play if you've been interested at all. Do note though, they use a first come first serve system, meaning if you do in fact get accepted and they hit their max cap of players before you log in, you'll be rejected access. Before we go any further into the remainder of what we have to look forward to though, let me take a moment here to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon. You guys allow for me to continue to do regular videos like this every single day. Perfect New World is both eagerly anticipated and simultaneously mocked by the community for being very clunky and poorly optimized for an MMO in 2023, which makes sense for a beta test. That's what these are here for, and hopefully Hard won improvements are targeted towards. Their last beta was very poorly received, but that hasn't stopped them from making alterations to the game while working towards another beta test, specifically their Equilibrious test that will take place in November. If you're registered, you can navigate on over to their website and spin the wheel for an RNG chance at obtaining a beta key, or you can sign up via their questionnaire. Regardless of which you opt for, you have until November 7th to obtain a key, with daily spins available for additional chances. They noted that there will be new content and changes since the last test phase, which we'll hopefully be able to see in real time in just a couple weeks. Corepunk is an MMO that I've been eagerly looking forward to playing. Every time I have the opportunity to cover this game, I take it. In the last few months, the studio behind Corepunk has been holding test phases leading up to a full launch into early access in December. It is unconfirmed when specifically in December the early access will take place, but they confirmed beta tests will be held every single month leading up to the early access launch. If you're looking to participate, your best bet is to navigate on over to their official website, or just wait until December. Either way, you'll be able to play it fully in some form before the year's end. Okay, this one, well, this one's a little different. Where each aforementioned MMO has a launch confirmed in some capacity for November, Throne and Liberty is more or less speculated On the one hand, they just completed their last test phase that began in September, which was under an NDA. But from the people that I know that played it, they said it really wasn't very good. On the other hand, they confirmed on November 2nd that they would hold a large showcase of everything the game would offer players ahead of its launch. Many players are speculating based off of certain things mentioned recently that there will be a follow-up test phase in November. Some people were even claiming that the game would be releasing in November, which I very highly doubt. Nevertheless, we have yet to have a test phase publicly available, so I'd expect one very soon, given its release in the next few months. Much like Throne and Liberty, Sky Children of the Light is a little up in the air right now. It was confirmed that the game would be releasing in 2023, which means they have until the end of December to fully launch onto PC. Yet, they are holding a beta test before then, with a form open and available via their Discord for players to fill out if they want to get in. I don't see a confirmed beta window, but over the November-December period, the game is going to potentially hold a test period and fully release. So, it's worth keeping a very close eye on. This is one of the more unique, higher quality MMOs on the immediate horizon. Finally, Sword and Magic World. If you were a fan of Swords of Legends Online or Perfect World, then you'll probably hate this because it's essentially marketed as exactly those games. However, with a spin. It's mobile compatible, looks like absolute trash, and seems to be targeting the very same demographic of player mobile MMOs always target. Whales, with deeper wallets than you'll ever possess. Sword and Magic World promises a fantasy tale of magic, martial arts, a history with bravery and romance, 360-degree panoramic views, presenting us the ultimate visual thrill, all the while focusing on massive 500v500 scale guild wars. I would not touch this game unless I was paid to, and if I were paid to, I'd only accept payment if they let me say it was a horribly cheap looking mobile game with no personality or direction. But I mean, hey, if you're interested in trying this out, be my guest. And that's everything. All of the MMOs slated to release either fully or into some form of test phase this month, at least that I'm aware of. Probably missed one or two games that's bound to happen with more obscure titles. Nevertheless, these are the main games that I have been following. Fractured isn't in a great state, unfortunately. Tarisland could be a lot of fun to play, or to at least try to get into, that is. Perfect New World could be fun as well. Corepunk is definitely something I'm keeping a close eye on. Throne and Liberty continues to disappoint players, but I want to feel the disappointment myself before I judge it. Sky Children of the Light, I enjoyed a lot when I played, and Sword and Magic World looks like an absolute abomination of a game. Overall, probably one of the better looking months of 2023, and we desperately need a good month. This isn't all there is to look forward to though, because if none of those games look like games you'd be interested in, I urge you to check out one of these two videos on screen right now.